I am with Preston Buffalo, who is one of the artists in our TwoSpirit exhibit. Preston, why don't you tell us a little bit about the 4 portraits you did?
Yeah, they're 4 photo illustrations that I've just done like during a bit of a darker period of my life, and yeah, I never thought that they would actually see the light of day or anything, and I'm kind of glad that they're here right now.
They're amazing, blown up on the wall.
Yeah, they turned out pretty good, I think.
So they're self-portraits, so you took the photo, and then how did you manipulate them?
Yeah, so they're basically like these scenes that I set up, and they're self-portraits that I just took with like my iPad and iPhone and whatever, and then just upload them to a computer and using a Wacom tablet, redraw them and alter them and change them the way. Yeah.
Cool. You're in costume in them as well as you add. I mean, you're no stranger to dressing up and costumes. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, and I mean, some of them are like, about gender, and some of them are just, showing how I felt kind of at the time. And like, there's the one piece is like me split into 2 and trying to reconnect with it. It's just, I don't know. I never actually put that much meaning into them as people think that. Subconsciously, I never put that much meaning into them. But looking back at them now, I realize that is exactly what was going on at the time.
Right. And I mean, art, as we know, can be so healing. So this was sort of a healing experiment.
Definitely. Like during the time that I did them, I was off of work. I was going to a treatment program, and it was basically my therapy.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome therapy, and it turned out beautifully.
Yeah.
What does TwoSpirit mean to you, and how do you identify with that?
I identify with it because, back in like where I'm from, if your community didn't have a two-spirited person, your community was seen as lacking. And they were the people that like kind of bridged male and female together, and like, yeah.
Well, I think that it's really important to celebrate that, and that's sort of what the show is about, and to expose, because a lot of people don't know what TwoSpirit is.
I think it's somebody that can kind of relate, of course, to both the male and the female backgrounds of both culture, both sides of the tribes. And
tell us about your tribe, your background in that.
I'm Cree. I'm from Sampson, Alberta. Musquecheese, it's called now. Yeah. Plains Cree. That's what. But I didn't grow up on the reserve. I mean, I moved off reserve when I was 4, and the rest of my dad's side of the family, they all live there still. But I grew up off reserve, so I didn't really have that much contact with that part of my background.
Tell us about some of the other artists that are in the TwoSpirit exhibit and how you relate to their work as well.
Well, I was thinking about that today. It was like, I see a lot of like similar themes running through our work, and yet we're all separate. We don't live in the same place at all. We never really have that much contact with each other, but I've seen very similar themes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. What other work are you, I mean, now that it's like you're up in a gallery, can we expect more from you?
Oh, definitely. I'm working on some new, I'm painting and sculpting with resin right now, and doing portraiture with that. So I don't really have anything I want to show anyone yet, but it's coming together.
Lots of works in progress.
Yeah, definitely.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about your background in the artistic world?
Well, I don't really have any formal education in it. I did a pre-college program in Chicago when I was 17, but that was 20 years ago, and I've just been pretty self-taught, and yeah, I just, if I like it, something I like, I try to figure out how it was done, and so I've done all my training with that.
Teach yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell us a little bit about, I don't want to say drag career, but you definitely have an alter ego, Priska, that I know very well. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that and where that started and where it sort of came to now with your photography work.
Yeah, well, Priska was definitely a character that I used to do, and she wasn't really drag. I call her she, but it was more of like just dressing up in a way that I didn't really do like formal drag either. Yeah. It was like I would wear wigs and makeup, but like a suit and platform shoes, and that's about, it wasn't about being a woman. It was about like being a glamorous, more version of me.
I love that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that sort of ties in, I feel, a little bit with TwoSpirit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not really about a gender either. I don't think, like, TwoSpirit to me isn't, you're still male, but you're able to see both sides of it.
Why do you feel like Never Apart is the perfect spot for you to host your first exhibition?
I really enjoy how the respect that Never Apart gives to this community and the artistic community.
Cool.
And I mean, it's just, I know you guys, and I feel very comfortable here.
Sort of like
safe.
our-
It's a safe
Yay.
space.
It
for
is
sure.
a safe space. Yay! Thanks, Preston.
Thank you.